Start for the Ring magazine. Delighted today to be joined with Ben Davison here at the Ben Davison Performance Centre in Harlow, Essex. Ben, good to be speaking to you as the gym gets busier and busier. But yeah, how's things? How are you, mate?
All good, thanks, you?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good to hear. But yeah, busy times in the gym. A lot of fighters with dates. Obviously, the main one being next week when Moses Itauma takes on Dillian Whyte. But enjoying always having like a bit of a busy gym, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We enjoy what we do and enjoy the day-to-day work that we do. So very blessed, very lucky. So yeah, enjoying it.
Yeah, obviously we'll touch on Moses taking on Dillian Whyte in a big step up for himself, sort of the breakthrough onto world level. Yeah, I guess how excited are you for next Saturday to see, I guess, Moses almost look to make that statement against Dillian?
Yeah, for sure. Every fight's a massive opportunity for him. Lots of eyes are on him. I don't think there's anybody in boxing that doesn't know who he is. So there's always pressure when he steps in the ring, but it's like water off a duck's back to him. He's a natural, so...
How easy is it to look after and train someone like Moses, where he is, like as you say, a duck to water and takes things in? How easy is that? How easy does that make it to train someone like that?
Yeah, it makes it enjoyable. I wouldn't say easy because you've got to be on it. You know, he asks questions. He watches back. He's sparring. So you got to be on it, and he's keen to learn, hungry to learn. So it makes it enjoyable for us. That's the type of people that we want to work with. And
I was watching an interview that he done with DAZN, and he's almost spoke about the relationship between him and yourself, and almost bringing back that love for boxing. Is that nice to hear things like that when people say things like that about yourself? Almost sort of bringing back, I guess, that enjoyment from the sport.
Yeah, I don't think it's me. I just think it means that I was saying to him that I could see that he loves it. But I think it just. New environment, new things, new way of looking at things. He does love it, and again, that's what makes us enjoy it because he's keen to learn. As people call it talent, but it's not talent. He's a hard worker, one of the hardest workers that you'll find, and that's why he performs the way he performs. It's not just talent. He doesn't just rock up and do that. He puts a hell of a lot of work, effort, time in, and not just. Now he's done that for years before he worked with us, and he's just reaping the rewards from it.
When you look at Dillian Whyte now, at this point in his career, what dangers do you still feel like he possesses at
all
this
the same
stage?
That he did. I don't think it's not a case of. I said this before. It's not a case of catching him at the right time. Moses isn't the type of fighter that we need to catch somebody at the right time. I think he's good enough to compete with anybody at any moment.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to Dillian, and look, when it comes to this gym, it's one of the best at breaking down game plans and stuff. Everyone always does talk about the uppercut or him being susceptible to an uppercut. And I know there's a lot of things that come down to it, but how does it come in terms of breaking it down when there is like a flaw like that which has been exposed so many sort of throughout his career?
What do you mean? What?
Like how, when it comes to breaking it down, like how do you look into it when that is obviously with Dillian? Everyone always says like him being susceptible to an uppercut.
Yeah, we don't. To be honest with you, we don't look at this specific punch. We look at situation scenarios that create.
That's what I mean. It's a lot more complex, I guess, than just
we don't just look at this punch because like you say, if on his mind is I'm gonna really tighten up on not getting hit with an uppercut, and that shot's not there, doesn't mean that there's no other opportunities to land something else. So we don't specifically this specific shot. We build on in these situations this is likely going to happen, in that situation this will likely happen, and build off of that. This is what you should do in this situation, that scenario, etc.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at Moses and he's in the conversation with guys like Alexander Usyk, for example, how do you feel like he would fare against, I guess, the guys like Usyk and being at that level? Yeah,
I just said to you before, I don't think there's anybody that he's not the type of guy that he has to catch anybody at the right time. He's more than capable of competing with absolutely anybody in the world. So, but with that said, we're fully focused on the task at hand with Dillian Whyte. So there's nothing else on our mind at the minute other than Dillian Whyte next Saturday.
I'm wanting to ask about other guys in the gym. Obviously, a new recruit, Cameron Vong, returns on September the 6th. Enjoying, I guess, himself being in the gym and looking forward to his return.
Yeah, for sure. He's another one. Really, obviously not worked with him nowhere near as long, but he's hungry to learn, got a great attitude, and looking forward to it. And obviously, there's that big fight with Gav that hopefully will get made before the end of the year. And I know Gavy's been down here sparring a few times. He's a great lad as well. And I think there's a lot of interest building for that fight.
Pat McCormack as well, returns on that card as well.
Yeah, he's headlining on that card. Nice little step up for him. Obviously, Pat, not overlooking anybody, but we really want to start pushing him on now. I think in my mind, we'd love to get this fight out of the way, box for that European title at welterweight. That would be a great addition for him. And then I think off the back of that, I think he's pretty much in a position where he should be boxing Regis Prograis and guys like that, within the next 3 fights. And the quicker we can get to that position, the better.
Leewood as well, obviously looking to make a return. I guess when you look at Lee coming off the Kakache fight, what were sort of the options, I guess, when it looks like for a return for Leewood?
Sorry, say that again.
Leewood returning.
Yeah.
Just touch on Leewood. What would you guess look at when it comes to the return for Leewood off the back of the Kakache fight?
Well, I think the fight that screams out for him is the Josh Warrington fight.
Yeah.
I think they're both in similar positions in their career. Every time they fight, it's always going to be a barnstormer. Both draw a good crowd, so I think that makes sense. And there's conversations happening from a couple of parties to see about making that fight. So, and potentially something big coming off the back of that fight. So, or building around that fight. So yeah, everybody's there next week in Saudi. So I suppose some conversation. Lee's actually going to travel over as well. So I suppose there'll be some conversations there as well.
Okay, good stuff. Talk a bit off camera about Shabazz Muhammad. Obviously meant to fight Pete McGraw. Unfortunately, that fight didn't happen. But yeah, fully looks like that fight will get rescheduled in your mind. Yeah,
I think. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I get it was a shame because it was just a probably a three week recovery, and then probably would have had to unable to train for about 3 weeks. So probably needed a few weeks after that as well of preparation. But it wasn't a massive setback. But I totally understand Peter wanted to keep active and had that Baluta fight. So, but yeah, I think that's a cracking fight. I think it's a great fight, and I'm sure that will happen. We'll get some news on that hopefully in the next few weeks.
Good stuff. Ben, I did want to ask you about the idea of Anthony Joshua taking on Jake Paul. I know there's been a lot of noise about it. Look, Eddie Hearn's not sort of cancelling out the idea. From your point of view, what do you make of, I guess, this sort of crazy fight that's been potentially proposed?
What you just said is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, in what realm does Jake Paul I think he's very dangerous, isn't it, really? In what realm does Jake Paul have a...
Dangerous in the sense of for the health of Jake, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a sport that we love, and I think we need to protect that. And he's one of the most dangerous guys in the world to go step in a ring with. Like, you saw that with Ngannou, who was a seasoned, one of the most durable men on the planet in one of the toughest sports in combat sports in the UFC, and so. But I don't know. I'll stay out of all that stuff. So
does a fight like that damage the integrity of the sport? Would you say for AJ being a world level contender, like, you're not going to say no at him for?
It's not my position to decide that. But I don't really know. I just do you know the saying? Like, I think Floyd done it against McGregor, saying about robbing the bank. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. Yeah. But at the same time, like, it's different with Floyd. He's not like someone like AJ that could take somebody's head off. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah.
Before I do let you go, I want to touch on Josh Taylor, who announced his retirement a few weeks ago. Obviously, had some great memories with Josh over the years. I guess just reflecting on the run that you had with Josh and him announcing his retirement, the flowers he's received since then.
Yeah, fully deserved. He's a cracking guy, Josh. Had some great times, some funny times. Everybody knows he's an absolute madman. They live together, a lot of the boys, so they all. Everybody still has a bit of contact with him and a bit of crack. And obviously, we had a few lads on the card, so we was seeing fight week and after the fight and whatnot. Amazing career, what he achieved, absolutely phenomenal, and fully deserves, like you say, all the flowers that he's getting. And I'm sure he'll be remembered. Well, it's a legendary career, isn't it? Historical. So gutted to see him leave in one way, but really pleased for him and everything that he achieved as well.
Where do you think he ranks in terms of all-time British fighters.
In terms of achievements, he's right up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's all you can go off, really. So, like I said, the achievements are legendary. So, what more can you say?
Brilliant. Ben, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. Always good. Appreciate you letting me in the gym as well. And I'm sure it won't be too long since we're catching up sometime soon. Appreciate it. Thank you.